Alrighty, welcome back to Velvet Crow Gaming. Uh, I've discussed some various topics. I've answered a lot of questions. Um, and I've done some random odds and ends. Um, so I got an idea for today. I'm going to situate myself here, get rid of as much of this bounty as I can. Went a little bit overboard. Oh, holy cow. Okay. Uh, so let's see how much we can get rid of real quick. There we go. Not so lucky on these right now. I've covered some of the various topics. I've covered, kind of what the characters are, how they work together, some of the various aspects around that. So, kind of the question that I brought up to myself is, where do I really go and what do I start looking towards doing to bring you guys some more information, kind of what would be good information, stuff like that. I had one person recently ask if Lily was a good character. I would say a definite yes. She is a very strong healer. Um, Especially beginning out if you don't have Michelle or Michael. Takes a little time to build up for those. um, so I'm gonna just thank you. Um, I'm gonna kind of throw in some of my characters into some of the things that they need to be thrown into real quick. And kind of discuss some of these and discuss some of my choices that I've made with characters. Do some of the easy stuff real quick. And kind of like how I've made my choice with characters, how I've gone forward with making some of these choices. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, I need a lot. I am squashed for EXP. Recently, as if you guys can see here, I no longer have Natsuki. I sacrificed Natsuki for my Wukong and readjusted my team. I'm happy I did, and I'm happy I didn't. Or, I'm not happy that I did, excuse me. And I'll explain this. It took out a lot of damage that I was dishing out. Doing that, at the same time, it made Wukong a lot stronger. My choices were kind of a pro and con that I had to look at. And these are some of the choices that you'd have to look at. When you sacrifice a character, what are you sacrificing and what are you getting out of that sacrifice? I sacrificed Natsuki, which was a loss in damage, and a fair amount of damage, for Wukong to go up to 10 stars. Now, I can say this with wholeheartedness, it was a positive on the same side too. The reason why this was a positive is Wukong is really strong. He has got 542,000 health right now. Very, very strong. I have dodge, and I have magic resist on him. So he gains 10% dodge rate, and he takes 5% less from those carrying strength and wittiness. It's a very good one for him to have, as well as magic reduce, which reduces magic damage by 5%. Another very good thing for him to have. The choices that I've made, it took out the second team that I had set up. So now I'm down to one team, and it's really hard to situate two. On the other side of this, it made my team a lot stronger. I'm now sitting at 1.2 million. I am struggling really bad for EXP. Ways that I can do this, I'm stage 9, so I get 300k, and then I can do the 2 extra sweeps. Whoops, there we go. For another 600k, so there's 1.2k, or 1.2 million, excuse me. And the other option I have is utilizing black market to get more, if any come up. I see none for, we got one for gold. Okay. So I am hurting on the gold range. It's not a good thing, it's not a bad thing. Or on the EXP range. It does make it a little difficult, especially needing so much. My Wukong, I had reset my Natsuki right before I sacrificed her, so she went from 225 to level 1. And it gave me enough to do Wukong from 225 to 275. It literally takes 58 million gold and 48 million EXP to be able to get them up that far. Now, I only added 7 levels with the amount that I just gained. That's not a lot, and it's gonna take a while to get her up. I don't have just her to increase, I have Charlotte to increase as well. So these are some of the factors that you have to look at. Is what sacrifices are you making? I don't have the EXP that I need. Oh, wonderful. But the sacrifice for a boost in damage, so if we go in here, and capability to survive. So let's showcase this. Now my Charlotte does have to be in front. She is a little bit stronger than Seth, so he can't be in the front yet. I gain survivability, capabilities of handling more. It's a lot harder to take my Wukong down. Unfortunately, Seth is still very, very squishy. So it wasn't a bad thing that I did it. I lost damage, but I gained strength by being able to withstand more. I redid some of the runes that I have on my characters, which made things a little bit stronger. Kind of a good thing overall. And I'll show you some tricks with runes here in a second. Okay. So I'm able to handle arena a little bit better because of this. So that was one positive thing. Even though I lost some damage, that made it a little difficult, and I lost some survivability with my characters. pros and cons to doing this. My runes. If you go into a rune and you hit recast, you can recast runes. This is something I just learned the other day. I was toying around trying to figure out how to make my runes a little better, and then I ended up going through like 20,000-30,000 of the resource to get my runes where I wanted them. So I've got Bloodthirst 2, and then I've got Revive 3 and P Combo 1. So there's a high chance he'll revive, he gets a chance to repeat an attack, and he also heals himself. Tiamat, she has M combo, so she has a chance to do 2 attacks instead of just 1. Slow 2 and Seal 2. These are two of the newer ones that we've seen recently. There's a 30% chance to reduce target speed by 10%. So what this means is Aurora's 8% is a little bit lower than Seal 2. Come on. Oh. And now it's bugging out again. Well, I guess I can't show runes. Anyways, Seal 2 is essentially where I can apply anti-revive. The reason why I want anti-revive is for some of the various characters, such as, oh, well, nothing's coming up again. That's a new bug. Oh, nice. You gonna come up here? Okay. I could put that on, Seth. So adding slow, adding a chance for slow, adding sorry about that. Hold on a second. That was out of nowhere. Goodness. Adding a chance for slow, adding a chance that they can't revive through my Tiamat. It's kind of like putting Tiamat and Aurora together while adding Doris's ability. This is a good thing. What is going on today? What do I need? I need wind. No. Yes. Yes, I need wind. Okay. It's kind of like adding Doris, Tiamat, and Aurora together by building her that way. It works at times, and it doesn't at others. It's not a bad thing, because of chances, stuff like that. I can get another Seth. Cool. The downsides. It's a probability to work, so to speak. So you have a chance for this to proc, so to speak. For each capability that you have provides more oh, well, this is new. You have capabilities of things occurring. How do those occur? What are they going to do when they occur? How are they going to work together when they occur? So on, so forth. Well, I can't show you guys runes. Well, that's a bummer. Your runes you want to set up to work with your team. I'll explain what I mean by this. Your team has to flow together. I'll say it again. Your team has to flow together. So what do I mean by this? I'll explain with my team. Wukong has armor piercing. So he hits really, really hard with his second attack. And his first one hits multiple, so 3. Tiamat hits 5. Scarlet hits 5. Now, Scarlet doesn't hit hard, but she also provides a shield that reflects damage, and she also provides a passive charm, which when somebody crits, they heal. So I have freezing, healing, reflect, and armor piercing with just those 3. You add in Seth, that deals a large amount of damage to one character. And then you have Michelle that provides constant healing and or revive. So there's always some type of support, and there's always some type of damage being dealt in various ways. So I have to set the runes so that this damage is complemented in these ways. Runes have been updated, so there's more types of runes now than when I started. So there's more capabilities for what they do. This being said, you can provide, like my Tiamat, where there's slow chance, there is anti-revive chance, there is various chances for things that provide a lot of capabilities. And these are all really strong complements to the way the team works. So if an enemy does some type of AoE, so Tiamat for example, when Tiamat hits my team and there is the shield up, she takes damage for it. And I'm thinking I'm gonna lose this one. Skip it. Yep. I don't know what was going on there, but okay. I'm starting to see the lag a little bit. Maybe it's just my eyes, but so you have to fit everything to work together, and that's what has to assist your choices. If I make a choice that doesn't benefit my team will suffer. There will be chances that my team won't be able to survive various things. There's chances that my team will struggle really heavily in places that it shouldn't. And some of the various effects to that nature. This is gonna be another loss, I'm guessing. Oh, no, okay. Can you provide me with people around my strength, please? Because I do not want to keep hitting little guys to be able to take things Um, how does your team work together, and how do you want it to work together? You got Lily, you got Michelle, and you got Michael that can revive. Now Lily's not a strong healer. She's not, you know, she's very squishy and stuff like that, but she is capable. Um, so she can assist in a lot of ways. Now there's some other factors too. How do you want your damage to be dealt out, and how do you want your team to work together? I use Wukong because he's very good at dishing damage out, even though it's uh, a lower amount of AoE with a singular attack. So his first attack deals 3, and then his secondary skill only hits 1, and Seth only hits 1, whereas Charlotte's first ability hits all 5, and Tiamat's both of Tiamat's abilities hit 5. Um, you have to look at it in a various amount of manners to how you can achieve what you are going for. And I hope this information helps you guys make those choices going forward. And I'm thankful for the questions that have been asked, because there's a lot to this game, even though it's just a standard plain Jane, like many others out there. There is a lot to this game where, if you look at it, you can build a team that does various different factors in a lot of ways. And there's never a dull moment where you can't try something new. So, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. As always, thank you kindly. Y'all have a good one.